I already do, silly. So the lovely research assistant has obviously found something. And is very excited. As is usually the case, she finds stuff. Holy crapalooski. Did you ever find some stuff, girlfriend? Look at you finding stuff and everything. Holy moly cannolis. Or as the lovely research assistant likes to say, holy tamale.
Holy tamale.
So, I don't know, but this is something, little something going on up in here. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pyramids, possibly a space for another one, although I don't know why it would be gone. With there's no thread on the top of that.
Little? Look here.
I saw the little ones over there, but I haven't gotten over to figure out what the heck they're for yet. Of course, I'm not going to be able to figure out what these are for either. They're just interesting. Obviously, these bolts are sheared off. We see that a lot with these types of operations. They basically just cut the bolts and took their machinery off the top. So whatever, yeah. So whatever foundation, oh, there's a little one. I see what you're talking about. So whatever foundation this would have been, wow. Crazy, man. This is what we're looking for right here. And it looks like when they put this road in, if it wasn't already extant, they would have just bulldozed some of these foundations. I don't know. No, it wouldn't be like for passengers or cargo or something like that. No. To hold something very large. No, baby, like a machinery, like a dredger or a saw, not a saw, but I mean something like that, something huge that required steam parts, steam moving parts like we see over at the fair, the engines themselves. Crazy cool, baby. Look at that, something. Okay, we're in the Withlacoochee State Forest. We're on... Okay, so this makes sense then from the standpoint of the pit being right over there. Some sort of dredging machine or something related to that. Maybe the engine that moved the shovel or something, who knows. Unbelievable, man, unbelievable. A witch? What kind of scoop? Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying, the indentation. Yeah, which we don't know why, but it's there. They're all over the place. Say it again?
They're really close together.
Yeah.
Is this just they made them and set them here for when they needed them?
No. They poured them. They put something on top of these things on with these bolts. Every one of these bolts is sheared. That means when they got done and they wanted to take their equipment out, they just cut the tops of the bolts off. None of the bolts are threaded. That means they would have had threading on top. More than likely this part here would have wood under it to act as a shock absorber buffer so that it wouldn't deteriorate this. The foundation. This is coquina. It's native material. Loving it, man, loving it.
Together.
This is a significant find for us, no doubt. Absolutely.
We'll go with the pin here and figure this out.
This is very, very neat. Each one of these is probably, I don't know, I'm 6'5". That's chest level. They're probably 4.5 feet tall. I don't think they'd be 5 feet. 5 feet would probably be up here. Maybe they're 5 feet. I don't know. I can't have a measurer with me, but from the ground that's here now, they're upper abdomen, lower chest area to me. Crazy. In direct line of sight, right over there, probably 20 yards, if that, is the edge, the cliff, if you will, of the pit where we were earlier. It's just enormous drop off. So this would have had something to do with it. This is exactly what we were looking for. We knew that these things were here, and you know, this sort of thing was here, not necessarily these things, but this sort of thing. They always left the foundation. There was no need to take the foundation. The foundation was useless to them. But their equipment they would take and resell it or put it somewhere else. Here's one, a bolt that's sheared off at the level with the pyramid, the base. And that coquina works too. It's hard as a rock. There might be some concrete mixed in here too, but I can definitely see signs of the coquina on the outside. But being that they were big time northern investors, they could have easily brought material in from the outside. We see that a lot with the buildings. They're constructed, they're built with Georgia and South Carolina lumber, pines, things like that. So we have another one here, and this one's embedded into the bank here, which suggests to me the possibility, at least the possibility, of this pyramid structure, this base, possibly extending much further back, because the Forest Service came along and built this road. Unless this road was built by the people who mined this. I mean, so there's sort of food for thought there. Lots of different things to think about in that vein. Just incredible. Great find, as always. You're the finder.
First baby.
Yeah. Yep. All right, you find, I film. We're a great team. I walked right past this. I was heading down the road, man. I was long gone. If I hadn't been for her, I never would be looking at this. It's surreal. It's covered in moss. But you can imagine a time 100 years ago when this would have been just a place of a beehive of activity. Men digging down there. Possibly, as we've conjectured, this was a railroad bed. They would have brought the scoop up here, dumped it into cars. The cars would have gone down there, possibly, gone down out to the main area, main line. So it's just all kinds of possibilities, but we absolutely are positive this is related to the mining operation on that side of where the cliff is on the other side there. So, and again, as it being a beehive of activity, this would have been an area where a guy would have worked all day, and he would have lived nearby. There would have been a tent or some sort of pine log palmetto log house or something nearby. It would have been a very rudimentary type situation because this whole mining operation wouldn't have lasted forever. And this is part of the Oriole Township mine that we've seen the cemetery for before, which is out on the main road a little ways, not far at all from here. So I'm going to get to photographing this and try to look around and see if we can see some of the detritus that we oftentimes see nearby of these types of sites where the people lived, and you find other leftovers and evidence of their having been here. Besides the current Bud Light cans, which don't count, or the Slurpee cups from Circle K or wherever it is. Anyway, it's incredible. This is what makes it all worthwhile. Very cool. Okay, say peace out for everybody.
Peace out.
All right.